Hi, you're here with Cody, and today we are looking at doing a brief overview of the Burnett b79 sewing side. So we already did a video on the embroidery side. Now we're going to be looking at the sewing side. So with this machine, as mentioned in other videos, it's got a 9-inch throat. So from needle to the back of the machine here is nice 9 inches, along with lighting underneath, so it's very, very well lit. The machine comes with this nice, very sturdy sewing platform which connects to the machine, so it doesn't just easily slide off. It does come with the Burnett freehand system, which allows you to raise and lower your presser foot. It does come with 2 stitch plates, a 0mm, which is your straight stitch plate, and a 7mm stitch plate for all your decorative stitches. And it does recognize when you put on the straight stitch plate that it is a straight stitch plate, and that's indicated down here at the bottom left-hand corner. We do have the Burnett programmable foot pedal, so it's a nice robust foot pedal. So if you press on the heel, it will bring your needle up and down, or it will cut your thread. It may tie off your thread or raise and lower your foot, depending on what you have it set in the settings. Something we have, which is awesome for a machine at this price range, is the multifunctional knobs. So on the sewing side, this is how we can make our design wider, which you can see on the screen, or narrower, longer, or shorter, all adjusted right here with our knobs, and we can adjust any of our stitches. And we have our needle position button, so we can move our needle over to the left, over to the right, and we can do that with any stitch. So if we select like the little snowflake and we want to make it a little bit smaller, we could then move the design over to the left, over to the right. That's not heard of for a machine, under $2,000 like this one. Our top thread tension is all automatic. If we do need to change it, you can click on the top left-hand corner and we can adjust our top thread tension super easy. Another thing is if we are using twin needles, we can tell it what size twin needle we're using, so it won't allow us to break any of our needles if we make a design too big. Right here is our pressure foot pressure, so we can adjust the pressure foot pressure. So if we're sewing over thicker or lighter weight fabric, we can adjust the amount of pressure that our foot applies to our fabrics. Another amazing feature, so when they announced this last week at Bernett University, it was mind-blowing for a machine that is less than $2,000 to have have the foot go up and down with the press of a button. There's no lever in the back, or if we are using our foot pedal, when we tap on the foot pedal, it will drop our foot, our presser foot. But something that is unheard of for a machine like this at this price is it has, which you can't see from this angle, and I do apologize, is it does have the Burnett dual feed. So it basically has a built-in walking foot. And it does come with a number of feet that can use this dual feed function, which you can see the cutout on the back of the foot is ready to have that dual feed slide right there underneath the foot. It's awesome. So we have full integrated speed control, so we can really adjust that speed wherever we want it for both sewing and embroidery. Automatic thread cutter, semi-automatic needle threader, which is super easy to use. Something else which is awesome is it does have the Burnett stitch designer, so we can come here, we can design our own stitches, or we can take a stitch and we can alter it however we want, which is awesome. That's something we only see on our Bernett 880 and our Bernett 790. Another thing that's neat is, so we have our manual built into our machine. It's all right here, so if you have questions on embroidery, freehand system, maintenance, or even just something simple as winding the bobbin. We have a diagram, pictures, everything's numbered, and it shows you exactly where to put everything. It couldn't be easier. And it's all right there at the tip of your finger, at the tip of your stylus. Something else, another thing which is amazing to have on a machine like this, is the creative consultant. So we can tell it what type of thread we're working with, to say if it's a medium weight woven fabric, and just say if we are putting a zipper in, it would then tell us the stitch number to use, the type of needle, the type of thread, the foot, and if we click OK, it will do nothing. We get spoiled with our Berninas, but like our Bernina, it changes everything for us. But here, it does give you an idea of what to do. So it tells us buttonhole, and it gives us a list of things that we recommend to change. Oh, so it does actually. I do take that back. It does change to the stitch and to the foot. So here on the side we have our utility stitches, our decorative stitches, alphabets, buttonholes, quilting stitches, and our favorite stitches. Those stitches that we would have saved on the machine. That's pretty much it, aside from some of our other buttons, which we would go into more detail in another video, but our needle up and down. So this will physically bring the needle down or bring the needle up. But if you want your needle to stop in the down position or stop in the up position, you just hit the little button here, and that will tell the machine where to stop that needle when you stop sewing. Other than that, that's a pretty good quick run through of the machine and some of its quick highlights. It is a fantastic machine, especially a super bang for your buck with the size of the machine, the lighting, the table, the foot pedal, the fact it does embroidery with a 10x16 hoop, which is included, stitch plate recognition, and it comes with both 7 and 0, the built-in dual feed, automatic thread cutter, the Bernina user interface. Hands down amazing. So fortunate that we were able to get our hands on one right away, and we want to share it with everyone. And that's it. All right, happy sewing.